The issue starts with Obadiah Stane's funeral. At the cemetery, Howard drinks by the grave and says to Tony how he would feel if they could run away to a quiet life. Tony says that won't happen and asks what really went down in Latveria during the blackout. We jump to Latveria 2 days ago. Inside a grand hall, Emmanuel da Costa welcomes Howard to a meeting of world leaders and powered figures. Only the key ones speak: Hulk, the immortal Wuk, Magic, and Captain Britain, with da Costa leading. They bring up a fresh attack. Hulk calls it planned and not acceptable. Magic demands answers and action. Howard cuts through and says who the room sees as the current enemy, the Rasputins. Hulk then says that there are no enemies here. Hulk then explains how this world works. He says the rulers keep order by naming an enemy when they need to, so people focus on that and not on their leaders. One place takes the rogue role for a while. Then they step back and say they are sorry, and another place takes its turn. This is not real peace. It is a cycle that never ends. Da Costa adds that the Maker tested many kinds of societies and learned that forced peace does not hold. The Maker steps in and says the public hates those who rule them, and since the people now know how many they are, the rulers must give them something else to look at. Howard then asks the key question: if this whole dance keeps people busy, what is the real work? We cut to present day. We see Howard and Tony board a helicopter after the funeral. During the flight, Tony pushes for action, while Howard weighs the risks and the way their enemies operate. Tony asks if Obadiah was involved, but Howard can't confirm. They finally touch down on a rooftop. Howard indicates he needs time and walks to a waiting jet. In the city one day earlier, the Maker leads Howard into the main lab where he says the real work happens. He tells Howard his job is to build the Immortus engine and makes it clear he won't be doing it alone. The Maker opens a chamber to reveal Reed Richards already working on the machine, wearing a Doom-style metal mask, showing that the Maker has turned Reed into his own worst enemy. We then cut to the far future. Inside a crystal fortress, we see rows of hero copies who stand ready. They ask how much longer must they wait. We then see a huge shadowed figure raises a hand to hush them. He talks about how he is ageless and immortal, and that the Maker's time will come. We then see the person who was talking was Kang, who says it's now time.